Congratulations. You have traveled through the most technical and detailed part of your estate planning journey. Over the last several lessons, you have looked at what a trust is, how it works, and how to choose the right people to help you. You have moved from a place of uncertainty to a place of real, actionable knowledge. But as we finish this unit, we have one final task. We need to bring it all together. We want to make sure that the system you are building doesn't just look good on paper, but actually works when it is most needed. Think of your estate plan as a bridge you are building for your loved ones. You have designed the structure, you have chosen the materials, and you have picked the crew. Today, we are doing the final inspection. We are going to look for the missing links that often cause trusts to fail. We are going to talk about the 5 pillars of a successful trust: the funding, the players, the rules, the updates, and the coordination. The first pillar of our success checklist is funding. You must remember that a trust only controls what it actually owns. If you have signed your documents but haven't determined how to move your house, your brokerage accounts, your savings, or other assets into the trust, either during your life or at death, your trust is effectively empty. We invite you to look at your inventory of assets today. For every item you've listed, ask yourself, who is the legal owner? If the answer is just your name, that asset may still be headed for the public court process of probate. One of the most important steps you can consider is making sure your assets are aligned with your trust. The second pillar is choosing and maintaining your trustee. You have learned that being a trustee is a working role that requires timing, organization, and the ability to say no to pressure. But the mistake many people make is choosing someone and then never checking back in. Life happens. People move away, they get sick, or your relationship with the person changes. If the person you named as your primary successor is no longer the best fit, your roadmap has an error. It is vital to review your list of helpers every few years to ensure they are still able and willing to serve. The third pillar involves the rules of the road, your distributions. You have seen how you could use staged distributions to provide a learning curve for your heirs, such as giving them a portion of their inheritance at age 25 and the rest at 35. You have also seen how discretionary rules like the HEM standard allow your trustee to help with health or education while protecting the money from creditors. The key here is balance. If you make your rules too rigid, your trustee might not be able to help your family during an unexpected crisis. Your goal is to provide direction while leaving enough room for your trustee to exercise good judgment. The fourth pillar is the no scribble rule. This is where many well-intended plans fail. As your life changes, you will want to make updates. You might have a new grandchild or move to a new state. When this happens, it is best to make changes through a formal legal document like an amendment or a restatement. Finally, the fifth pillar is coordination. A trust is a powerful tool, but it does not stand alone. It is part of a relay team. To be successful, your trust must be coordinated with your pour-over will, your powers of attorney, and your beneficiary designations. If you have a trust but your financial accounts name a specific person who has passed away, those funds might not end up in your trust box at all. Your estate plan is a single system. When every part of that system is talking to the other parts, you have created a working system. By watching this unit, you have moved from a state of nothingness to having a well-thought-out strategy. You now understand that a trust isn't a one-time event. It is a living system that requires maintenance and attention. You know the pitfalls to avoid, and you know the questions to ask. You've learned that it is important to stop and understand the implications when you consider drafting documents that are irrevocable or that you can't change if life circumstances change. You've also learned that tax planning matters when it matters, but chasing every possible tax advantage can create a maze of restrictions that frustrates the actual purpose: getting your assets to the people you love in a way that works. A good plan doesn't worship the tax law. It keeps taxes in view without letting them hijack the whole strategy. Here's some last questions to ask as you finalize your strategy. Who's in charge? Reflect on your trustees and backups. Who benefits and how? This is looking at your distribution design, reviewing any protection features, and determining when the trust will end. What could go wrong, and what's the plan if it does? This is your chance to consider backup plans, conflict reduction strategies, and including defensive provisions. How does this connect to the rest of my plan? Because your trust is not an island, does it match up with the rest of your plan? In the MyEstateKit app, we have provided several resources to help with answering questions, starting important conversations, and thinking through various options. You have done incredible work. You're no longer just thinking about the future. You're actively building it. You're providing clarity and direction for the people you love. Take a moment to feel that sense of progress. You're well on your way to finishing your personal roadmap. Keep the good work going.